How's your signal? I don't know if you've ever been out hiking before on a bike ride and you've looked at your phone and you've seen, I've got no bars. How am I supposed to connect with my friends, my family, with what's going on in the world around me? I've lost my 4G, I've lost my Wi-Fi, I've lost my connection ultimately. And it feels disarming, doesn't it? It's like you've been cut off. When our phones are so connected to us, almost physically sometimes, it can feel very disarming to be disconnected in that way. But that disconnection got me thinking about how in life sometimes we can feel disconnected from what truly matters in our lives. And we can try and be connected to different things in this world around us, whether it be relationships, money, all sorts of things we can try and latch ourselves onto, try and connect with. But ultimately, I think when we try and latch ourselves onto those things and get connected to them, we can still feel just as disconnected as we were before. I've certainly felt that in my life. When I was trying to connect to all sorts of things, it still wouldn't make me feel that sense of fulfillment. It still wouldn't give me meaning. I still felt really distant, broken, and disconnected ultimately. The Bible tells us that we're not supposed to be disconnected. We're supposed to be connected to the source of all life, which is God. God who created us, who created this beautiful world that we live in, we're so privileged to live in. And He wants us to be connected in relationship with Him, one-on-one. He wants us to know Him as a friend, as a Father in heaven. But ultimately, we have become disconnected because of sin. Each and every one of us, the Bible tells us, has sinned against God. We've made mistakes, done things that we should never have done. But we have all done things that we should never have done. And because of that, there's a disconnect, a divide between us and God. We've put that barrier in there ourselves through our pride and our foolish ways. But God wants to take away that barrier. And He's actually made a way for that to happen. You see, He sent His one and only Son, Jesus, to earth over 2,000 years ago now to free us of the weight and the shame, the brokenness, and actually take away that problem of disconnect and connect us to Him by dealing with the problem of sin. And He did that by sending His one and only Son, Jesus, to die for you and for me, to take upon Himself all the darkness, the brokenness, and destroy its power forever when He died and rose again on the cross 3 days later. And what Jesus achieved there in that moment was the ability for you and me to come to God, to connect with Him one-on-one, to know the God of this universe as a friend, as a Father. So my encouragement to you today is, why be disconnected? Why choose to try and latch on to different things of this world, to try and feel that connection? Come and experience a true connection with the God who made you, who loves you, who doesn't want you to feel that brokenness, but wants you to be able to know Him and know His true love, joy, hope, and peace now and forever. Because when we're in that relationship with Him, when we have dealt with the problem of sin, we not only have Him here with us now in relationship, but we can be with Him in eternity. He gives us that promise today.